can't count the number of women I know who've talked about being pressured into sex. There's a direct correlation between the sexual pressure men put on grown women and childhood SA. All that stuff in childhood is to groom women and break them. It is like the breaking of elephants done by circuses. So when the elephant is a baby, it's tied with thick chains and beaten if it moves at all. This is done to break the elephant so that when it's grown and weighs several tons, it can be controlled by just a little rope tied around its leg. The elephant remembers the violence and it doesn't want to get hurt again, so it stays put. Think about it. If a man says no to another man, he doesn't start begging or rephrasing. It's just no. Men also don't do that to women outside of a romantic or familial context. If a man asks his woman boss for something, she says no, that's it. But a man's first response when a woman says no to sex is to reframe it. That's because they're relying on the violence of other men. They know most women have experienced or been threatened with violence, and they're relying on you to get back in line when they trigger you. So first, they ignore your no. They beg, they wheedle. This is often coupled with some kind of nebulous physical contact. They grab your hand or hold you tight, rub against you. This is not affection. It's meant to trigger you. It's the rope around your leg, a reminder of what the next step can be if you don't comply. And the worst thing about this tactics, in addition to the effectiveness, is that it gives men an out. When women do call men out on that BS pressure, they say, I didn't do anything. You could have just said no if you didn't want to do it. And it's bull. You triggered her on purpose. That trigger gives you, the woman, the illusion of control that you consented. You're more likely to go along. And this is all intentional. I want women to realize this is why men keep moving up the scale. You say no, then he begs, he pleads, then he starts raising his voice, he's throwing a fit, stomping his feet. It gets closer and closer to the threat of physical violence. Some men will grab you or cross the line of physical violence, and they're doing this because of the framework. They know it's there. That framework of other men's violence in your childhood or young adulthood, they rely on that to make you compliant in the present. And some men go the opposite way. They start sulking. They get really quiet. They walk away with an attitude, and that also triggers your flight or flight response because you don't know what he's doing, and he knows you've been conditioned to please, to soothe a man you feel wary or afraid of. So again, on the surface, looks like he walked away, you changed your mind all on your own, when in reality, he intentionally triggered a response to get you to do what he wanted. Men, if you do any of that, you're a rapist. Women, do not beat yourself up if you've ever complied against your will, couldn't figure out why you did it. It's PTSD. Many women have it. You're not alone. You didn't do anything wrong. We have to share so we can help each other heal. Women who have any experiences that they want to share, feel free in the comments and follow for more.